After Christmas, exercise for health, not for fat loss. Many people believe that if they have eaten more over Christmas, the solution is simply to exercise harder. Exercise is extremely important for health, but it is not the main driver of fat loss. Fat loss is largely regulated by metabolic and hormonal changes, particularly insulin, cortisol, and appetite hormones. This is not about blame or willpower. It is about understanding how the body actually works. Compiled by Dr. Siva Navaratnam and ChatGPT, my educational partner. Exercise is essential for health, but fat loss is mainly regulated by metabolic and hormonal factors. Why exercise alone rarely leads to fat loss? Exercise burns calories, but usually far fewer than people expect. A typical workout might burn 200 to 400 calories, which can easily be replaced by a small snack or a drink. The body is also very good at compensating. After exercise, hunger often increases, or we may move less later in the day. Many people assume that exercising more will automatically lead to fat loss. As fitness improves, the same exercise actually burns fewer calories because the body becomes more efficient. This is why exercise is excellent for health, but inefficient for fat loss when used on its own. Fat loss is hormone-driven. Fat loss is not simply about calories in and calories out. It is largely hormone-driven. When insulin levels are high, fat release from fat cells is effectively blocked. Chronic stress raises cortisol, and persistently high cortisol encourage fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Exercise can also increase ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone. This explains why many people feel hungrier after exercising. At the same time, leptin resistance can reduce the body's satiety signals, making it harder to feel full even after eating. In this situation, exercising more does not overcome the problem. You simply cannot out-exercise an unfavorable hormonal state. What actually improves fat loss? When it comes to fat loss, what makes the biggest difference is changing the hormonal environment, not exercising harder. Reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates helps lower insulin spikes. Cutting back on ultra-processed foods reduces constant stimulation of appetite and insulin. Prioritizing protein, healthy fats, and fiber improves satiety and stabilizes blood sugar. Avoiding snacking between meals allows insulin levels to fall between eating episodes. Intermittent fasting can further support insulin reduction and metabolic flexibility. Adequate sleep and good stress control are essential because poor sleep and stress raise cortisol and drive hunger. Together, these changes lower insulin and cortisol spikes and help regulate appetite hormones naturally, allowing fat loss to occur without constant struggle. The right role of exercise. Exercise remains absolutely essential, just not as a primary driver of fat loss. Exercise helps preserve muscle, which acts as a glucose sink and supports metabolic health. It improves insulin sensitivity and helps reduce visceral fat over time. Exercise also improves balance, mood, confidence, and long-term health and longevity. So the takeaway message is simple and practical. Eat for fat loss. Exercise for health. Thank you for watching.